Curiosity. What are you so curious about? Everything, Mr. Curiosity.
Claire, hit it.
It's time for Mr. Curiosity.
We got to get a new open with you. We keep saying it. Let's do it.
Yeah, we should.
All right. Brown bag, Mr. Curiosity edition. Now, here's the deal. On the box, if you're watching on YouTube, it says brown bag at WNEP.com. If you're just listening, which so many people do, they're driving, they're exercising, brown bag at WNEP.com. That's how you get your questions in the box. That's how you add excitement to this program.
I couldn't say it better myself, but we got to introduce our special guest today.
I'm gonna get to that.
Yeah.
So Mindy is out visiting her daughter.
Yeah, she's skiing.
She's skiing. Claire is here.
Let's go.
John Meyer is out shooting on the road, on the Pennsylvania road. He can't. This is the second one he missed. I'm starting to lose faith in John Meyer. Now, it's not that, oh, we're desperate, we got to get somebody. We have the amazing, the talented, the 2-timer or 3-timer?
Of being on the show.
Depending on the
2-timer, Carrie. Big shot producer here at WNEP.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about Big Shot, but okay.
Well, you had one of the most famous franchises that whenever it disappeared, so many people were asking me, where is Taste Test?
Is there a part of you that wants to bring that back, or shouldn't we even bring this up?
I'm good.
I'm good. That's it.
The era has
I
ended.
gotta move on to bigger and better things.
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. She's here for the remix.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say that with meteorology. Sometimes you got to dig in and make a career out of it. You could be Taste Test Girl forever.
I don't want to be Taste Test Girl forever.
Carrie is so much more than Taste Test Girl.
No.
Yes. I mean, I'm sure that there's going to be an option for her to taste something on TV.
Did the Pillsbury Doughboy say I'm more than just this cute little guy getting poked in the belly?
Yeah, and that's why there's biscuits. There's like
no, he made a whole career out of that. You could do the same thing.
Yeah, but there's more to the Pillsbury Doughboy than just cookies. You know, that's like how Kerry is. There's way more to her than just producing or just taste test.
Kerry feels uncomfortable. Hit the bell. We better move on.
I'm not uncomfortable.
Okay, good. The bell is steady. All right. Before we start picking questions out of the brown bag, I got to say to you girls, this happened to me just in the last few months. And I know the ladies tend to do this their whole life, but I'm using moisturizer.
Really?
Do you smell it? Do you smell my hand?
Your hand lotion?
I don't know if it's called. It's
It's hand lotion.
It's
you need a more manly smell.
That's like Bath and Body Works.
All right. So here's what happened. My wife has like hundreds of these things laying around everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And I came in from working outside a couple of weeks ago. My hands were cold. And for some reason, I just put on that lotion because they look dry. And now I'm like addicted to it.
Welcome to the club.
And it actually keeps you warmer because I think it keeps your oils in and it prevents evaporation of moisture from a surface. I don't want to be a moisturizer guy.
But you are now.
And also, by the way, we got to figure out what your scent is.
Yeah, because that is not
your scent.
Yeah, but don't be sexist. A guy can wear a floral print.
Yeah. But the thing is, your scent is a very important thing for everyone, no matter what gender they identify as, to figure out. Like your signature scent, it's a part of your brand.
More like evergreen, should I get? More of a...
Well, you're, a cyclist. You're out in the
outdoorsy
nature.
Guy, yeah.
Yeah, like pine or
I'm not,
pine.
sap.
And you can something like that. Or like a fire.
Sean's giving me the corner of the eye look.
What is this?
O'Keefe's Working Hands. You can get it at like Ace.
Oh, so
Hardware,
O'Keefe's.
Home Depot. It's a man's man cracked hand.
Is this what you use?
I was going to say, does this come from experience?
No.
Are you a moisturizer guy?
He's a floral scent.
I'm 57.
Fully committed.
See, I'm 57 years old. It took all this time. It's just not a thing that my generation guy did. It was like frowned upon.
It's not too late to figure out your scent. And also, the same place where you got that, Bath and Body Works, they do have a men's section where you can get all the manly men smells.
I'm at this point in my life, I would never go out and buy it. If it's around, I'll use it.
Well,
But
I think it's time for you to figure out what your scent is. Do you wear cologne?
No, I'm anti-cologne jewelry. I'm anti all that kind of stuff that makes you seem cheesy. I don't know if that makes any sense. If there's a guy out there, he's got all the jewelry, he smells good, his hair is perfect. I'm telling you to run. This is what you don't want from a man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's advice from me to you.
Hey, thanks, Station Dad. But anyway, I seriously think that you need to, like, why don't you just go with Dawn? You guys are out shopping. I know you hate shopping.
I don't hate shopping.
Well, I feel like you would be the one that'd be like, oh my God, why are we at the same store for 3 hours? I feel like you hate that.
Yeah. Nothing. Well, I feel nothing in life should be over an hour and a half long.
Right. This is only going to take 20 minutes.
Ride.
Oh, true.
True. But even then, usually hour and a half, 2 hours, I'm done.
Joe, you just need to go to the store and just figure out what smell you really like. And
I take your advice and I will do this.
And then you figure out your scent. That's your homework.
Like do a smell test.
And test it out. They got, and a nice thing about Bath and Body Works, you can get it in like different kinds of
I'm not going to that store.
Okay, well, we got to figure out your scent somehow.
Then go to Target or something. I don't know.
I'm not doing any of this. I'm going to get the O'Keefe stuff.
O'Keefe's at a hardware.
Right.
Hardware store.
How about motor oil? I can rub that on.
Yeah.
Some people like the smell of gas. But don't you like the smell of aftershave? Because personally, I love the smell of aftershave.
I don't use aftershave. I don't even use shaving lotion. I use soap. I sometimes, Shawn, have you done this? Wash your entire body. My wife will buy this 3-in-1, sometimes 4-in-1, and that covers everything. What they need to do is put a 5-in-1, so it's toothpaste too. And you're in the shower, you can shower, you can clean, shave, brush your teeth, moisturize, eye drops. They need to cover everything.
They're getting there.
I need like a 7-in-1, not a 3-in-1. This would be perfect.
I don't know about you, Carrie.
Embalming fluid.
One of my big
Just
red
flags
with a guy is if I go and I use their bathroom at their apartment or their house and I see that they're a 3-in-1 guy. I don't know if that's a red flag, but that's a
red flag for you.
It is.
That goes against my initial advice to you girls. Avoid high maintenance men. They're nothing but trouble.
I'm not saying that having a 3-step skin routine is high maintenance or having a shampoo and conditioner is high maintenance. I don't know, Carrie. What do you think?
Don't you think a man should be more devoted to his wife and children than himself?
I just want to make sure he's good with his hygiene and he's, he doesn't stink.
That's true.
I don't want.
That's a whole different story. I'm not going to Walmart in sweatpants with my crack hanging out.
But maybe you should. When you're wearing floral scented lotion, maybe you should just let it all go.
I can't believe this. I thought.
Yeah.
The whole Shawn, is it me, my generation, the Clint Eastwood, the Burt Lancaster, the tough guy, he doesn't have to wear jewelry. He doesn't worry about his hair. The rugged kind of.
You don't have any facial hair though. Maybe you need to have facial hair.
I'm gonna go there.
Oh.
We're getting off track. We better go right to the brown bag. I just want to let you know why I smell funny if I do.
I think you smell great.
Okay.
Personally, I would wear that lotion.
Okay. Did you notice it or I had to bring it up?
No, I see you put the lotion on. I don't see that. I see the I can smell you across the table.
So really,
not as much as Kurt. Whenever Kurt walks into the building, you could smell.
Well, he has. That's what I'm saying. He has like the dad aftershave that fills up the whole building.
Cologne. That's not aftershave.
Cologne. I'm sorry, cologne. I meant to say.
That's how we know he's here.
Isn't that too much?
I've become very sensitive now that I'm older with smells.
Yeah.
So a cologne like that is just too much for me.
Too much for you, yeah.
But that's just my opinion. Yeah. Everyone's different.
What do you mean? You don't want me doing that, do you?
No.
I just want people to take a shower once in a while.
Exactly.
And not in the middle of the street all the time.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. All right, so Claire, let's go in the brown bag. Get your questions in brownbag@WNEP.com. Brownbag@WNEP.com. The first one. She's smiling. She's laughing. She's reading. Here it goes.
Oh, this is one. Okay. From John Elsfer. Okay. I've never heard of a last name like that. Why does the moon have a two-tone appearance? Dark and light areas that make the quote-unquote face. Also, have any of you been mooned? Worse yet, mooned someone else?
The topic of moon. This could be a whole section.
Crack at Walmart.
Speaking of crack at Walmart. How about without boring anyone, I get rid of the science part first, so we can get into the moon stuff.
Okay.
Well, isn't that just like that it's like rotated and how it's like this, like how it's rotated in terms of like the moon phase and the sun?
No, the moon's history is beautiful. So the moon and the Earth and the entire solar system formed all at the same time about 4.6 billion years ago. But these were all molten bodies, including the Earth. So when the moon hardened, cooled, and congealed, the light-colored part of the moon, picture this, is the igneous rock that resulted. Okay, not end of the story, because if that were it, the entire moon would just be kind of whitish gray.
Mm-hmm.
But picture a watermelon now.
Okay.
Right? And if you punched a watermelon really hard, what's going to happen? the juices are going to start what? Flowing out from the cracks that you pounded into the watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
So after the moon formed, there were objects left in the solar system pounding its surface. And those deep welts into the moon, hot molten material came up and filled the cavities. And they're the dark areas on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
They're younger. They call them sea of tranquility. So the moon has a two-tone appearance because the light areas are the old rocks and the darker grays are the flooded basalts, new regions of the moon that formed not that much longer ago in time, but instead of 4.5 billion years ago, closer to like 3.5, 4 billion years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So punch a watermelon, let the juices ooze up. And if they harden, that would be like the moon. Two-tone appearance. That's the man in the moon. Old rock, new rock.
Very cool.
I mean, they used to actually think they were seas. That's where they're called the Sea of Tranquility, Sea of Rains.
Oh.
Because they look like it. But they used to be seas of lava that cooled into solid rock.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you really care? Or you just fake
No,
it?
but no, I actually do care because I took astronomy, right, in college, and I don't remember this lesson. So I don't know if I was at a golf match or I was
But you like
spacing
dumb
out.
it down for us.
You can't
Yeah.
cover everything
Yeah.
in
a
any course.
semester.
But yeah, the moon is two-tone, two different igneous fields. All right, now,
Yes, I've been mooned.
you have been mooned.
Yes, I have. Several times in my life.
Like, is this a high school thing or?
Well, one of them definitely was like at a summer camp setting. One of them was definitely in like a college setting.
Right.
One of
What kind of
them.
summer camps?
Yeah, like so.
Theater camp, band camp, Shawn. But
Fan camp is right.
I have been mooned in the field before.
By another reporter or
No,
Yeah,
no, by,
good point.
by a very loyal viewer of WNEP.
Oh, you know
Yes.
this person.
No, I don't know. I was literally in Schuylkill County. I was driving by and like sitting at a red light. And you know,
So you're in your car?
I'm in my car, yeah. And I was like, I think I was in Tamaka or something. And someone like was like, I mean, people definitely like honk and they wave.
Yeah,
and they
there's
see
a
the car.
16 car. There's you driving.
Yeah,
it.
I got mooned in Tamaka.
So the pants go right down.
Yeah, this dude was like, I was like driving downtown Tamaqua, and someone was like, "Hey, today is the day." I was surprised it didn't happen in Shenandoah, to be quite honest.
It's funny how it's borderline criminal activity, but yet it's laughable. You know, if someone wanted to be hard about this thing, you could go to jail. You can't expose yourself in public. But for some reason, this seemed as laughable and funny, isn't it?
Because they didn't get caught.
Yeah, but even if they did, it was a police officer going to say, keep your butt inside. It's a joke. It's like,
Have
you
you
know.
been mooned before, Carrie?
Yeah, Carrie, have you been mooned?
Yeah.
Yeah, theater. I've also been moved. All the times I've been mooned have been either with theater kids or band kids.
It's always males, too. Women don't moon, do they?
Oh, I've seen women.
Get out.
Yeah.
It all depends.
All
It's
depends.
usually a gross man mooning.
Usually with like a hairy, like
Yeah, stuff.
back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'd say usually the more gross you are, the tendency to moon is higher.
Yeah, because you don't care.
I feel like, Joe, you were a mooner.
I have not been a mooner ever in my life, I don't think. Now, even if you go back to high school, I'm very self-conscious about I don't even like to see myself naked. Never mind throw that thing out for someone else.
But yet you sit in your living room, like in your underwear, and your mother-in-law walks in, and
I'd say a lot of that is a joke.
no,
wait, I want to end this topic. So Gojo 12, no joke. I was biking through the Poconos on Gojo 12, going down this hill, and there was an establishment on the right side. It looked like a corner bar. And there's a woman waving to me as I'm coming down the hill on the Gojo bike ride. And then all of a sudden, guess what?
got mooned.
She mooned me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the thing is, I think for you women getting mooned by a gross man, it's gross. But being mooned by a female, I'm like, oh, that was funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
I kind of enjoyed it. And then I just kept going.
I've been mooned by a girl before, like in the theater stuff, and I thought it was funny. I think it's funny both ways, but it all depends on the setting.
Mhm.
Like,
It's
definitely-
the setting.
It's the setting that I think makes it different.
Give me a setting that would be bad.
Like, okay, like what if this mooner in Tamaqua did it right in front of like the like police department as I'm going live in the background? Like, I'd be mortified if someone mooned like
that
me
kind
and
of
my
setting. I see
Yeah.
what you mean.
But like, if I'm getting mooned like in a dressing room with a bunch of girls as we're getting ready for a theatrical show, I'll be like, haha, that's funny. Like, I don't know,
What if you're at, let's say, a diner?
a diner.
Here comes your turkey club.
Uh-huh.
and then the waiter all of a sudden moons you right there. That would be bad setting, you're saying, right?
Yeah. I'd be confused.
What? That would be bad?
Yeah, I'd be confused with what kind of diner I was at. And also, like, the tip part. Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
The tip is in the moon. It's in the
do you think he did that to get a bigger tip, or does he want to walk out? I don't
Carrie,
know.
hit that bell. Let's get out of here. All
Hey,
right?
Carrie, why don't you pick a question?
So mooning is a thing. Did
Still
you guys
is.
do this in high school? Speaking of, we used to do this, and it's funny. I bet you'd be arrested right now, or you sent to juvie. Whenever there was, before you read that, whenever there was gym class, be honest, did you guys do this? You get your buddy, Shawn, and when they're not looking, you pull down their gym shorts right in the middle of like gym class.
No.
I think we would try that, but then people got smart and would, wear the ties and then.
Oh, yeah.
Their...
But I mean, that was a thing in the 70s into the 80s. If you did that now, I bet it would be very serious.
Yeah.
And
there'd be secret, I graduated high school in 2018.
Enforcers involved. It would be
yeah, that would be a very serious.
Yeah, but back then everybody laughed and it was just, Shawn had it done. Shawn was
in high school during a basketball game. I was wrestling for a ball and threw the kid to the floor. As I was walking away, he reached up and pulled my pants.
It's called being pantsed. You would pull
during a game.
So he did it on purpose, knew what he was doing.
He just reached up and just pulled my pants.
And nothing happened though, right? No, but now I think it would be.
Yeah, you'd be in serious trouble.
You'd probably be on world news. You'd be on world news.
You'd be expelled.
And you'd be expelled, and you'd have to go to
Shawn, I'm so sorry that
psychological counseling.
I have the videos.
Please don't.
Carrie,
this is more geared towards Mindy, and she's not here to defend herself.
That's up to you. Your choice.
Let's pick another one because she's not here to defend
Yeah, let's have
herself.
her read that
All right,
next
redo.
time.
That's a redo, and Mindy. Was it good, Mindy, or bad, Mindy? Was it a good? Look at
It's play the fifth.
Carrie's still thinking about the moon
I don't
scenario.
wanna think
She
about
wants to
that.
talk about basalt.
Yeah, right.
No. All right, here we go. This is a better one.
Well, this is geared towards this guy from Pottsville from the Scoop.
Okay,
You want to
talk
pass it
about
on? You want to pass it on
Dear
to
Joe.
Claire then?
Dear Joe,
No.
I'm sorry, but Long Ranger bit sucks without Claire. You need her. She makes the bit. Just saying.
I love it. See, Claire.
Chris Sir Kelly or Sir Kelly.
Oh, it's
So
Chris.
Claire, so if you're not familiar with our morning broadcast, every Thursday I do a long-range scientific forecast that goes beyond 7 days into day number 8, 9, 10.
Mhm.
So it's a long-range forecast, and I came up with the bit. Let's call it the Long Ranger. And then people started sending me Lone Ranger hats, scarves, chaps.
Oh.
And I'm not going to do that. But guess who did?
Claire.
she's a theater gal.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Claire,
She likes to dress
I
up.
invite
I
Claire in the
do.
backyard, and she's like, "Oh," and she has the lasso and the hat, and she makes
Mm-hmm.
the segment interesting.
Yeah, no, I love the Long Ranger. It's honestly, I look forward to Thursdays because if I'm in the studio, I get to do it. Absolutely. It's not an act. Like, I actually really like it.
Yeah, so she introduces the segment, and then I do the science, and it's fun. It's a great. Of course, that guy's going to think that's entertaining. What do you want to see? A
Especially
57-year-old
last time,
man going?
I did it like in freaking rollers. Oh my god! I never thought I would
yeah.
ever show like myself on live television in hair rollers.
Why don't you say it now? Just pretend you're introing the segment. Here we go.
It's the Lone Ranger.
There it is. Long range forecast. All right. Woo. Corey Pacusi. Is there a question in here? All right. If we are having problems with global warming now, how do you explain the Dust Bowl in the 1930s into the 40s? Do you think there's too much science in this one for you, girls?
Yeah.
No, I think we can talk about it.
So the Dust Bowl in the 1930s and 40s, even though that was a fairly warm period for the continent, that was tied into land management more than weather.
Right, and also because of like
They
in
were
terms of like
raping the land and taking down vegetation, and that's what caused a lot of the Earth's surface to move with dust and soil erosion.
Right, and then that they'll help with like getting out of like the Great Depression by creating all those jobs with national parks to like actually like plant all more vegetation.
After that, though,
Yes,
But
after
that's
the increase of
so-
decibels.
yeah, so that wasn't, I think you make a very good point, but that
Mhm.
wasn't necessarily a climatic thing.
That was a human error. We're going to go
Yes.
destroy the land, and this
Yes.
is the impacts of it.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
And this person, I hope, knows that if you were to graph temperatures in North America and the oceans in the world since the 1940s. It's up. So global warming isn't a theory. Global warming, climate change isn't some type of climatic, excuse me while I cough.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Scheme devised by scientists to scare people. It's the real deal, man. It's happening. It's
yeah,
fact.
there's data. Anyway,
so these deniers, I don't understand them. The Dust Bowl was a dry period and a warm period because really by man. All right, Claire, we have to get silly here, don't we? Are you ready?
I think we do. Okay. From Rob, whatever happened to the bone crusher? I know I've heard Joe say he almost got fired over this. Is what it was where he dropped a tank and crushed things.
Do you guys remember the bone crusher?
No.
That's way before you, but I thought Carrie did.
It sounds
I've been doing backyard weather since the 90s. So in the mid 2000s, 2004, 5, 6, there was a gentleman who made me, are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
A 8, 9, 10 foot tall thing out of 2x4s. It looked like a guillotine. But guess what was in it instead of a blade dropping? A propane tank that you would put on your gas grill.
Mm-hmm.
And it was filled with concrete.
Oh my gosh, the things you could smash.
So it had a lever, a rope, and we would hit the switch. It was pretty well made, and then that tank would just drop to the ground.
Can we bring that back?
Guess what we used to crush?
Watermelons?
Do you guys remember Billy the singing fish?
No.
It was a fish that you put on your wall.
Oh, the McDonald's commercial.
I think it was called Billy.
It was in like The Sopranos, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
so people would send me annoying things
to crush,
and I would crush them. And do you imagine that fish flopping? It was like singing, and then I pull the switch and
that sounds so cool.
Mm-hmm. And we would crush all types of annoying things. People would send in some toys that were outdated, the fish. Every once in a while, just something bizarre like a watermelon. Speaking of crushing things, but guess what happened?
Management.
Karen called. Karen, that's terrible that Joe is crushing toys. The children could use some of those items, and this is disrespectful.
So they crushed the segment.
Good one.
Bone crusher was hauled away.
That's so sad.
Because
Freaking
some
Karen.
poor child was deprived of having that fish that flaps back and forth and sings. I shouldn't have never crushed it.
Well, you can take that one to confession, Joe.
Management said no more bone crusher.
That's so sad.
I know.
That's sad.
Well, it's always the squeaky wheel that gets the grease. Isn't that what they say, Claire?
No, I've never heard that expression.
You never
before.
heard that?
No.
Complainers get the grease, just like if it's a squeaky wheel, it's going to get the oil.
All
the other gears that aren't squeaking.
Do you want to repick?
Go ahead, Claire. If you're a series of cogs and wheels in a motor, and you're not squeaking, are you going to get some oil?
If it's squeaking, yeah.
No, if you're not squeaking.
Then no.
I can't talk about this one.
It's only the squeakers. All right, what do you got, Carrie?
Where did John Hickey go? Why the
see this, we have to be open about this.
Okay.
There's no conspiracy here with John Hickey. And I don't think anyone really knows the details of why he made the decision, but he decided to leave. I don't know why
he left on his own terms.
He left on his own terms.
We wish him all the best, honestly.
We wish him all the best. It seems like this is like something that's secret. There's so many people here that come and go. I don't know. He decided to do other things, and
We'll have Carrie pick it up.
I need a fun one.
he left. All right, Carrie's going to get us a fun one, and here we go. This is
Here
it.
we go, yo.
Knit blankets. What a joke.
Wait. Do we have a name here?
Nope.
Or, no. All right. Oh,
Here we go.
Here it is.
Here we go. Knit blankets. What a joke. Too many holes. Can't keep you warm and are itchy. What do you guys think of them? I feel they're just show-off items for the creators.
Oh, so no, Shawn, why are you shaking your head like that? Are you a knitter?
No, it just that's what that person does. Everything in the world.
Okay. Let's talk about one thing. Okay.
All right. So
people who knit, they have so much time and dedication put into this.
I get that.
Okay. But my best friend, literally from high school, every year for Christmas, I got something hand knitted from her. And they're beautiful, wonderful things. Like, love it. I don't know how she has the time.
Okay, there's no doubt about that. So I'm glad you got that out, though. So the dedication, the art, the skill is great.
And they probably enjoy it too. Like, it's probably like a nice self-care.
But let's address his concerns. Let's look at it from, let's play devil's advocate. It's a cold winter night. You're home. You just want to cuddle up to the TV and get warm.
Mm-hmm.
Knit blankets. They have all those holes. They don't keep you that warm. Number one. They're itchy. And what else did he say? Or she?
If we use them or our thoughts on them.
Yeah, our thoughts on them. If we use them or not.
No, but he made 3 good points, I thought, or she.
Too many holes.
Too
can't
many
keep you
holes, so
warm,
they'll
and
keep
they're
you warm.
itchy.
And they're itchy.
What a joke.
Yeah, so you have to at least address that. They are itchy,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't keep you warm as another blanket. And you girls would not go for a knit blanket over a nice, thick, cuddly.
Snuggie, like a snuggie.
Yeah,
like
so
Yeah.
is it valid?
Yeah, their concerns are definitely valid.
but there are some knit blankets out there that are
Like mine. Mine on my
cozy.
desk. You've played with mine. You've literally brought it on air.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's a joke.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I think that
They
it all
don't keep you
depends.
warm.
There's some that have a wider, if they have like a wider stitch to it, yeah, that's definitely more of a decoration. Or if like,
but the holy ones, yeah, they're gonna get
Yeah.
a breeze.
And they're itchy.
yeah, they can be.
Well, who wants to wrap themselves in something itchy?
I don't know. Maybe people are into being itchy.
I think it's the sentimental value of what make them stand out. The fact that someone loves you so much that they're going to spend all this money on yarn, all this time into making it, and
But he said they're showing off. It's the knitter showing off.
if they're itchy, maybe they need more lotion.
Back to the
Laura,
lotion.
okay.
Oh.
So wait, Sean, what do you think?
Yeah, Sean. So, see,
We need help.
For me, it's less about whether it's a knit blanket or a fleece blanket. What drives me nuts is you unfold the blanket and it barely covers your legs.
that's
Oh,
another.
that's
He-
another thing.
that should have been added. They're always too small.
The size
like a
is what
throw.
bothers
Yeah.
me.
They're always too small.
Yeah, it's like more of like a lap thing.
And no
They're
one.
pointless. The one, any
Maybe
blanket
Sean sent this in.
Your lap is useless.
You might
Wow.
as well wear it as a scarf.
Yeah.
So where is this question? I think there's validity here. Pinchy, short, don't keep you warm.
I think there's validity, but I'm still going to enjoy the hand knitted blanket that my best friend from high school gave me.
But was that person a show off? They're just showing off. Look what I made.
No, she's not a show off at all. Megan, no way.
Okay.
It's just out of love. And so if someone really loves me that much to spend all that on me, I'm going to use it when I can.
So it's not a show off item.
Not to me.
Look what I made.
But to you, he sounds like it. So why don't you pick another one?
Do you girls feel like anything someone gives you is a show off item? Could you think of an example?
I think that's
Like
some
if you get
presents-
something from someone, because I have an example, not a show off item, but one of my things is people who have gardens, they're always pawning their vegetables on you. Like, look at my
You gotta garden in
tomato.
the backyard.
Look at my hot peppers.
at-
Look at my tomato. Look at my zucchini. I can just go to Wegmans and get the same thing. What's the big? You didn't do anything.
No, those people who come in with like those massive zucchinis.
Yes,
Sometimes
who-
I'm like, I'm here.
No one wants
Let's
that big
throw
zucchini.
sandwiches.
Yes,
My
my
big
God.
zucchini. What am I supposed to do with
You,
this?
they gave you a big zucchini. And let's face it, they didn't do anything. They put a seed in dirt.
Mm,
They make it like
Point.
they created the zucchini.
they did nurse the plant though. Sometimes they had to water it.
Oh.
Hey, look, I'm going to say this. I'm really bad with plants. I can barely take care of my succulents. So if someone has a dedication to grow a 13-inch zucchini, I'm impressed. But then again,
I'm going to put the zucchini and the knit blanket in the same category. Show off nonsense.
okay.
There it is.
Itchy.
Itchy. Well, who eats a zucchini? What do you do with that thing?
Oh my gosh, there's so much you could do.
do, like,
Salad.
zucchini
You could do
noodles,
zucchini
lasagna.
tempura, face mask, eye mask.
You know what? Next time Mr. Zucchini wants to give me one of his vegetables, just get me some mozzarella sticks from Sheets, okay? Be 10 times happier. Joe, so glad you had a good vacation and happy you are back doing the weather. Oh, compliments not accepted on this. This is Jennifer from Pottsville. I don't know if I should.
Yeah, you should. Oh?
No, I'm not going to read that one because it's just, there's no question in there.
Oh my God.
Pull
No,
another
she's just
one.
being too nice to you.
Yeah, I'm glad you're back.
Pull another one.
Anything
so
else?
much excitement and energy.
Yeah.
Pick another one.
I'm
Another
sorry.
one.
What's her name? Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Compliments are not allowed. You remember the other two things?
French derived words.
Yep, because they're always like too fancy.
And What's the third one?
Birds. Nothing about birds.
Oh.
Zucchinis are okay.
Okay.
Wow. What? Shawn, you thought the other one was this is his biggest problem. Are you ready, Frank? Frank. All right. What's with the lack of imagination of our forefathers in naming territory in early America? Wait. Start with old European city names and then add new to them. Examples. New York, New Hampshire, New England, New Jersey. Lame, lame, lame.
I love this guy.
Here's the beautiful part of it. It's Frank from New Philadelphia, which is in Schuylkill County, as you know.
I love that.
They copied. So
I love this
what do you
guy.
think?
I
Yeah.
agree 100%. Okay, so tell me, why am I driving, like, doing road trips? I'm like, oh my gosh, look, there's Williamsport. Wait, this is Williamsport, Virginia. Then there's Williamsport, Maryland. Oh, Williamsport, PA. Williamsport, New York.
But they did the new thing too much. Yeah. So
Mhm.
what? And why not come up with a unique name?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Carrie,
sure.
what do you think? And is this a concern of yours?
And maybe they're just old and bored and just
Also naming it after people.
Yeah.
I think we need more creativity.
It does show lack of imagination.
Virginia. Oh, West Virginia.
Yeah, I mean, Shawn,
North
thoughts?
Dakota.
Shawn has no thoughts on that. No thoughts on that one.
I agree with this Frank guy.
I do too.
I 100% agree.
My mom, she had wonderful person, passed away. She had dogs my whole life growing up. She had a white dog. Just before I was born, guess what its name was? Whitey. She had a dog that was kind of a mix of brown and dark brown and black. Guess what she called it? Coco. So this shows a lack of imagination too.
I also will say, though, there are some people that, I hate to tell it. I know, like, Carrie and I are both theater people, and Joe, you're you. But there's other people out there that are just not as creative as us.
Oh.
So that's kind of something difficult to also understand. Like, there's some people probably like your mom. They're like, you know what? I'm just going to keep it plain simple, straight to the point.
And that's to be respected, right?
Because that's what makes them content.
But if you're going to name an entire new territory, you put your flag down.
Yeah.
And you can't sit and think something better than New York.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Or
York.
New Mexico. 'cause
New
it's above
Mexico.
Also, what about what happened to the old Hampshire? We got New Hampshire. What happened to the OG one?
Shawn, where's the OG? Hampshire.
Hampshire. Isn't it just Hampshire?
Yeah.
There's just
Yeah.
Hampshire.
Well, that's what she means. What happened to it? It's still there.
It's still there.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't
I
know.
think it's pride. It's a source of pride. If these people came from York, and
They want. Yeah,
it's not the pride from where they came from, so it's New York.
no, there's another angle. Let's all go back right now. Okay.
Throwback.
Claire, where are you from? Do you want to say?
Originally?
Yeah.
Hanover, Pennsylvania.
Hanover. It's 1620.
Okay.
You love Hanover. You have family, friends. It's a beautiful place to live. You're in
Yes.
England, let's say.
British.
Now,
We're gonna get on a boat.
you're going to get on a boat. You're going to leave the place you love, the place your ancestors grew up. You're going to this new place. It's risky,
Mm-hmm.
but you got to get out of this old place because bad things are happening. And I hear there's
Off
just
with their head.
bad times ahead, religious persecution. You got to go somewhere where you can start anew.
Seek asylum.
So you get to this new place.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you want to do what Shawn said? Honor it.
But at
This
the same
is
time,
the
but
place I grew up.
you're
This is
escaping the bad stuff. Like, there's a reason why you're leaving, right? I'm sure there's a way to pay tribute to, like, where you're from.
yeah. You put
but
a new in front.
So that's why I'd be all for a new name. Like, I'd be so for a new name because I'm like, okay, peace out, British Hanover. I'm gonna go to this new civilization, and I don't want it to be Hanover.
I guess there's two opposing views.
Yeah.
But the lack of creativity does bother me. There's a road in the Clark Summit area. I think it's called Blue Shutters Road.
Mhm.
That always bothered me.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't see any blue shutters on
No,
the
but like, can't you come up? The guy who is making this road, there's a house over there. It's got blue shutters. Hey, I know. Let's call it Blue Shutters Road. You got to do better.
Yeah. I agree.
No?
I agree with you on this one.
I'm trying to get Carrie to be cranky today, and she will not do it.
She's too kind, too nice of a person. We're gonna pick another
We're
one.
almost ready to wrap up, though. So one more each, or Carrie?
Yeah, let's do
Carrie?
one more each.
All right, here we go.
Got a story.
So
to
Blue
finish
Shutters
everything.
Road doesn't bother you?
It's kind of lame. Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have come up with something
Good
like
night. Okay,
know.
Susan Roberts, you ready to us just get roasted? I need to know why most TV personalities put a sh into words that don't have a H in them. I thought this was taught in a broadcasting class. So apparently we say street, administration, stream, construction, groceries. I mean, seriously, who talks like that? Susan.
So our
Fernando.
reporters are going shh instead of shh. What? Instead,
Okay,
what?
so
Give the
street.
examples again.
So okay, we say
Street.
We say street,
Right.
right? She says that we say street. Okay, administration.
Sean
Administration.
Sean is aggravated by this episode. I can tell.
Stream.
All right, stream.
Construction.
Construction.
Groceries.
Groceries.
I mean, seriously, who talks like that?
What's her name?
Susan.
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 Susan. Susan, shut up. No, could it be a local thing? Could it be like a Boston thing where you say "ka"? Could we just do this in our area?
I think we just talk fast.
Sometimes we're pressed for time, and sometimes an H slips in there. So you say street instead of street, or maybe you're just cold and you're street. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Sometimes you got some
Susan.
saliva in your mouth, and
Well,
you're
do
just
you-
like.
Do you think she makes a valid point? Did you guys notice this?
I
have
never
not. I
noticed
have not
that.
noticed that.
I know I say some words weird
Yeah.
compared to other people in the area because I'm not from here.
Right.
But I don't intentionally try to put a SH in anything. So if it's coming off that way, I'm so sorry. But that's not my intention.
No.
Yeah.
No apologies.
I just-
She just tosses it to the side. You know how we have a lot of things here, and did you notice when you moved here? Because Carrie and I are from the area. What did you first? Did you
Oh my God, what's up with the Nanny Coke accent?
give it to me?
Oh, I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna get a 1-2 tree.
You see a lot of that kind of stuff?
Abasi, oh, welcome to Shendo. Like
All
I
right.
don't know. It's like it's an accent or like a Caucasian accent. There's certain words that it's like triggered, and then some people I feel like if I'm interviewing them, like they can tell I'm not from here because I don't sound like that.
1-2 tree. You're right. That's a classic.
Yeah.
Anna or no?
Ain't or no. So in your area, are there similar?
Yes, like you know where I'm
Give
from
me
in
one.
Pennsylvania, it's socially acceptable because it's Southern PA to
Mhm.
say y'all.
Oh, no one
And
says
then-
y'all around here.
And so whenever I say
Maybe we should
y'all,
bring it back.
it's just easier.
Use.
Or maybe
Use.
You guys say use.
Yeah.
I don't say use.
I know,
But
not
it's-
you specifically.
It's funny how some local vernaculars and accents are cherished, and there's pride. Like the Boston one, they're proud of that. The Brooklyn
Mhm.
accent.
I think
Why
people
are
in
we
Newport
embarrassed
Park-
of ours?
No.
Why is it embarrassing
People
to
in Newport are
say
not
1-2
embarrassed.
tree?
They're not
They're
embarrassed.
not
No, but-
embarrassed.
Especially those in
I
Nanny
think
Coke.
it's seen derogatory when someone says, "Hey, they talk like 1-2 tree around there." It's derogatory. Where if you say in Boston they say "ka," it's not derogatory. Why is that?
I think it's just the interpretation of who's listening, right? If someone like some people may like really want to embrace the Caucasian accent. And
That's what I'm saying. We should.
yeah, I think more people should. I don't think people necessarily mean it in like, oh my God, ew, I can't stand like how he sounds. I mean, I'm sure there's people who have.
Well, you just
that.
brought up that the Valley Girl thing. That's frowned upon.
Yes.
Why isn't that one
I'm sure
like a
that-
Boston accent where it's
Well, I'm sure people in California love it because everyone sounds. the
Let's hear
same.
your Valley Girl go.
Oh my God, Joe! Like, what are you doing with the cats? I love the hats, but like, why do they have to be so fat?
That's
Yeah.
Shannon Dowell right there. What do you, that wasn't
Shut up.
that was in California.
I thought so. I thought it was nasally enough.
All right, good enough.
Okay. Well,
Last one goes to Carrie, and then we're closing shop today.
what?
Carrie, was so
Who's
good to
that
have
other
you.
good one?
She has all these producer duties to do. She can't be hanging around.
Yeah, I have work to do.
Yeah,
Uh,
so they say. Fake work.
Yeah, right. That's what you
She's
do.
really looking at the Target website buying Christmas gifts.
Okay, I don't know who this is from. It doesn't have a name. It says, I hate the word MC, like EMCEE. It should be simply Master of Ceremonies or the abbreviation M.C. Why did someone turn the abbreviation into a word? Makes no sense.
Wait,
Makes no
this is a valid point.
No, it is a valid
I
point.
want to know this. What came first? Because when you say MC, it's the word, isn't it? EMCEE?
Mhm.
Now it is, but it used to be Master of Ceremonies.
Yeah, so they turned an initialization M.C,
Into a
Master of
word.
Ceremonies, into a word EMCEE. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't think that exists anywhere else in our language where they turned. It's almost like if we don't call it United States of America anymore, we're calling it
The
USA.
US. USA? Where did that come from?
USA.
Okay, yeah. And I feel like
Who says not a word? MC shouldn't be a word. It should be Master Ceremonies or M.C. They turned MC, the initialization, into a word.
Okay, question. So on my phone, the way that I text is programmed that they think LOL is a word. And I use it as a word. Like in real life, if you say something funny, I'm going to be like, oh, LOL.
Give me an example, though. So they turned it into a word.
Yeah. So like on my phone, right, if I'm typing
Yeah,
LOL.
but no one says LOL.
True. I say LOL.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
Some
MC,
people say LOL ironically. I don't know.
But you see what this person's saying? The MC. When you say MC, someone turned that into a word. EMCEE.
Yeah, and that bothers you. You look very triggered right now.
I just never noticed that. And it's a very good point.
What do you think, Carrie?
Yeah.
It's like putting new in front of York or New Hampshire.
or making a knit blanket and giving it to someone with a gourd inside.
Yeah.
I hope someone mails you a knit blanket, and I hope it's a sweet little lady from Lock Haven. And I hope that you look at this and you feel guilty. I hope she mails it to you for Christmas.
And I hope it smells like flowers.
Yeah, and not a manly scent.
You know what I'll do? I'll wrap it. I'll wrap that knit blanket. I'll wrap a gourd inside of it. And I'll just swing it around. Club you two on the head.
I wish. Can you do that on air?
And end this stupid segment. Get your future questions into what, Claire?
The brown bag. And you have questions, you can email them at brownbag@WNEP.com.
And you know what we're doing. Get them. They could be scientific. They could be weird. They could be personal.
The weirder, the better, honestly.
They could be gossipy. All right. And we'll do this next time. But Claire, sing it out here. And that's a final edition of
Mr. Curiosity.
Curiosity. What are you so curious about? Everything, Mr. Curiosity.